What's up, everybody? It's Nick from 420expertguide.com, and I didn't have much going on today, so I thought I'd make a video for you all about CBG, also known as Cannabigerol. So CBG is just another cannabinoid from the cannabis plant, just like CBD. So this one is probably the second most prominent next to CBD. You can get it in flower form. You can get it in isolate form, like I have right here, and you can also get it in oil form. That would be mixed with CBD oil or just by itself. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about how this has been helping me over the last few months and how it might be able to help you. I'm about halfway through this 5-gram bottle, and it's lasted me a long time, and it's going to last me a long time, several more months in the future. So let's get into it. So one thing that I've really noticed after using this for the last several months has been that it kind of gives me an increased focus. It kind of puts me in a get to work mode. It kind of erases the procrastination. And let me just say that when I bought this CBG, I had absolutely no expectations as to what it would do or what I wanted it to do. So it actually took me a while to kind of realize what it was doing. And so I'll get into that a little bit more right now. So at first I was just mixing it with my CBD oil. And then after a while, I started using it by itself, and I still do both. I go back and forth between mixing it and just using it by itself. So, as I said, the increased focus, no procrastination, so that has been really helpful. The next thing I've noticed is it's been great for anxiety and stress relief. I was working a corporate job, 9 to 5, and as you know, that can be very stressful. And so what I found is that just using 60 to 90 milligrams of CBG has been able to really reduce or just get rid of the anxiety and stress for me during the workday. And just elaborating a little bit more on that, I would say that just the minuscule things that might annoy you or stress you out during the workday really become a non-issue. So that has been huge for me. Another way that CBG might be able to help you out, if you have depression or if you just want to boost your mood, there is scientific research on CBG that has found that it can block the 5-HT1A receptor in the brain. And basically, 5-HT1A tells your brain that you've made enough serotonin, which is the hormone that makes you feel happy. So if you block that receptor, then you just keep making extra serotonin. So that can be really helpful for people who are just looking for a mood boost, or even people who are suffering from depression. Although it hasn't been studied in people with depression, that is what it would indicate the effect would be. Next, there has been some other scientific research, although not as conclusive, that it's helpful in the colon. So that would be for people with IBD or IBS, and I've also read reports online from people who have those diseases and claim that it has been helpful for them. So that's another benefit of CBG to consider. So let's get into how much CBG that I use and how I use it. So my preferred method of use is just sprinkling some on my sandwich at lunch, but you may choose to take it in the morning or a different time of day. It doesn't really make you tired like CBD does, so that's really great as well. I got this little 30 milligram spoon on eBay, and so each spoon is about 30 milligrams, and I use about 2 of them, and so that would be about 60, I say 60 to 70, 60 to 80 milligrams in total. And just sprinkle it on my food, on my sandwich, or you can choose to mix it with coconut oil or even CBD oil. So how I would mix it with CBD oil is I would just take a little, like a Tylenol cup, and then I would pour my CBD oil, which I have right here, pour 1 or 2 milliliters, however much you take, pour that into the Tylenol cup, and then open this up and take your isolate and dump that into the oil. And you don't need it to dissolve at all. It's fine if it doesn't dissolve, but I usually stir it just a little bit and then take it back up into the dropper and then take it that way. Lastly, I just want to talk about really quickly the effects of CBG when you mix it with CBD. So the effects are different, mostly for the CBD, not for the CBG. So a lot of people will notice that when you take CBD, it can make you like a little woozy, or it can definitely make you tired towards the tail end of it when it starts to wear off. And what I've noticed with CBG is that it totally gets rid of that that heavy-headedness and that tiredness towards the end. So that has really improved the CBD experience for me by adding CBG to it. And now what I do is I use it both ways. I'll use the CBG alone, and then other times I'll also use it in combination with CBD, just however I'm feeling for that day. So yeah, it's been really great. And if anyone else has any stories, personal stories about how CBG has helped you, I'd love to hear it in the comments. And other than that, check out my website, 420expertguide.com. I've got a ton of information, CBG, CBD, growing cannabis at home. All right, and don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks.